Hey, man, we back.
We're back.
I'm not wasting no time, man. We are back. It's the back nine. It's That's Hard Golf. I know they've been missing us. They've been reaching out to you, blowing you up.
Sure.
Wow, wow, wow. You don't even know how to fake on camera. We got to work on that. We got to work on that.
I don't
Nah, but
lie.
man, it feels good to be back. We had to take a little break. Had to, get some things in order. We've been on some trips.
Yeah.
We've been on the move. But now we back to talk about some golf and some life partnership. First of all, how are you doing today?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great, feeling great, living even better.
Mm.
But let's jump right into it, man. First of all, welcome to the back nine. If you haven't already, you got to check out the front nine. Like if this is your first episode, just pause. Go check out the front nine. That's our golf round one. But we are gonna wrap up the round. We made the turn. Now it's time to close. It's time to do what we need to do. Some format changes for the back nine. Just so you know, we are going to still have our quote unquote new golfer segment. I'm thinking about rebranding this as the Golf is Hard segment. Golf is hard. Not only are we going to be discussing things that are applicable to, people who are completely brand new to the game, but even people who may have some experience with the game, we may implement into this segment. We are cutting the pro golf segment, and we're just gonna have our better together segment.
Aw,
Better together segment.
that's cute.
That's what the people want. So
Okay.
I'm gonna give them what they want.
Mm.
But let's start with the golf is hard segment, man. Well, first of all, we just gonna kind of wrap up where we been, So where did we go recently, Brittany?
We've been to the U.S. Open.
And where was that at?
That was in North Carolina.
What city?
I'm gonna go with Pinehurst.
Pinehurst, North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
That's correct. We did get a chance to attend the Saturday round of Pinehurst, the U.S. Open, one of the four majors in professional men's golf. Can you tell me a little bit about your experience going to the U.S. Open?
It was hot.
It was hot. Okay.
It was so hot. But it was good. It was a good time. Got to see some people. Hate, Scotty went at the top.
Scotty did have a tough weekend. That's
but
correct.
It's all good. I still saw him, and he did make the cut. And
Yep.
Rory went off, Bryson went off. Got to see that.
Yep.
Got to see Tony.
Finau.
And it was good. It was good.
It's good. So it was definitely hot. How was the pro shop? When you first pull up to the golf tournament, you gotta hit the pro shop. We've been to a few tournaments, so I kind of want to hear your experience in the pro shop. Matter of fact, let me give my thoughts on the pro shop, and I'm gonna see if you agree. I know I just asked you, but we cutting you off. You just gave
Rude.
you just talked a little bit, so now it's time for me to talk.
Oh,
Pro shop was cool, man. Pro shop was straight.
pro shop lacked a little bit.
Nah, I mean,
It did not exceed expectations.
nah, it was just a few brands I didn't see, but
No Nike. They didn't have any Nike in the pro shop.
that's fine though. They had some cool brands.
I
They
don't
had some,
understand.
you know, I
That's
caught.
not fine.
I mean, I caught some Ralph Lauren.
You Nike down.
I caught some Ralph Lauren.
Sure. Because they didn't have Nike.
I mean, that's another one of my sponsors, Ralph Lauren. So we were straight. And what'd you cop? What you got from the pro shop?
Peter Millar.
Some Peter Millar. Okay, that's respectable.
It was nice too. It's cute.
Yeah, I mean, it's some
That's
nice
cute.
stuff in there. It's some nice stuff. So I don't understand the hate. I mean, it was a little different from some of the pro shops we've been to, but it has some good stuff in there.
I'm just thinking it's a major. I'm expecting it to be decked out. I'm expecting everything I
decked
could
out.
ever see.
They had some FootJoy. Hey, that's a legitimate brand. You don't just see a lot of FootJoy clothing all the time. You do. You see it every pro shop. Hey man, I'm just trying to, I'm trying to help Pinehurst out, man. It was alright. They were missing Nike. I'll give you that. They were missing that. But yeah, that experience was fine. And the course, man, What'd you think of the course? We didn't seen a lot of nice courses, but what'd you think of this course?
I mean, it was nice. It was just a whole lot of
Pinehurst
dirt
number
and
2.
sandy and
Very sandy. In the sand hills of North Carolina.
I wasn't prepared. My shoes are destroyed.
Mm.
So other than that, it looked good. It was fine.
Yeah, it looked tough.
Oh,
That's
it
what it
was tough.
looked.
We did do like a 18 hole number 18 where you can putt. on the green.
They recreated the 18th hole, which allowed patrons to put on it. I just want, because nobody's gonna know what the hell you're talking about.
They can figure it out, and it was very, very difficult, and that was pretty much just what it was the entire round.
I feel that
we saw.
It did look like a tough course. We went on a Saturday. We've had an opportunity to go to some tournaments on Saturdays and on Sundays. I'm trying to see, like, what's your thoughts on that? Like, we didn't kind of went back and forth. I've never went on a Thursday or Friday, but we've kind of went back and forth on, like, what is the better day to go? Is it the Saturday, where you obviously get to see great players? The golf is important because it's moving day. It's setting them up for their final round. But then, when we go on a Sunday, that everything you're seeing, like, it's extremely important.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, this is it. So I just feel like the emotions are a little bit higher on a Sunday as opposed to a Saturday. But sometimes, if you're a true golf watcher, you want to be able to see everything that's going on a Sunday, which you can't do when you're at the tournament. But, I mean, you can see, like, you can be up close and personal with the important moments. I wanted to get your thoughts, like, after all the tournaments we've been through, do you got a preference so far on Saturday versus Sunday?
No, I mean, it's kind of, I agree with what you just said about if you want to watch everything, you can't do that. I mean, you can watch it on the screen. You can see one hole. You can camp out, be at a, in a little, what you call it,
like a grandstand or just some little spot.
Yeah, like a spot, where it'll be like hole 17. You can watch everybody that comes through.
Yeah.
And that would be really cool to see as on a Sunday. But it would also be really cool to see that on a Saturday, and then I can go home and see everything on Sunday.
Yeah, it's just, it's not going to be much that happens on a Saturday that's going to be, like, super memorable. See, and that's the only thing. It's like, people don't remember what happened on the Saturday round. Like, after the tournament over. Like,
unless you ball out.
No, I mean, but still, it's like, for the most part, we're thinking about those final moments that happen in that Sunday round. And especially in a major, when, like, some of these rounds could just be memorable forever. It's like them Rory putts that, like, we never gonna forget those. So to think, like, if you was there watching that final putt of Rory, like, missing it, it's like, that's just a little different as opposed to when you at home watching it. Like, you get to see it up close and personal. If Rory do that on Saturday, that's not memorable. People ain't gonna be like, hey, Rory lost because of those 2 missed putts on Saturday. So that's kind of what I be thinking about. And I'm still torn.
It sounded like you were going towards Sunday just now.
No, it's for those reasons. It's like, if I go Sunday, I see those Rory putts if I'm camped out on, whatever hole it was, but I might not see what Bryson did on another hole. I got to hear about it later. But I will say this, the times that we've been on Sunday, it is like the atmosphere.
Yeah, it's a different energy.
Yeah, it's like the atmosphere of people being like, oh my God, Brooks just bogeyed 16. And it's like, and you just a whole bunch of people, oh my God, Brooks just bogeyed 16. Like, and so it's like, damn. Or you be looking at a leaderboard and you see that number change. You ain't see exactly what happened. And you be like, damn, he done bogeyed 15 and 16. Like that. And even though you didn't see it, it's still like, damn, like, now we got a tournament. Now let me sit down. I don't need to go nowhere because I need to see what's going to happen on this hole I'm on. Like, that's something special too. So, I am leaning towards Sunday because we can always sit at home and watch it. I mean, I guess you can always do that, and you can always go home and rewatch it if it's really that crucial to you. But if you can get there on a Sunday and really post up on the 18th and get a great seat to really see everything on 18, and the tournament actually turn out to be, like, really good where it come down to the last hole, I don't know if you can beat that.
Okay.
Like, I don't think you can beat that. So that's something I've been thinking about. Of course, you do love Saturday because they're a little bit more relaxed atmosphere. Sunday, I think you got to be a little bit more intentional about where you finna post up.
You do. Like that, so. You map it out, plan it out.
So we've been to a few golf tournaments so far, and we've discussed, like, obviously we looking for some guidance, like some tips. We've discussed amongst each other that we're terrible at remembering our tips for attending a golf tournament. For everybody who's watching this who has never been to a golf tournament, I actually just played with some guys this weekend. He says, I've never been to a golf tournament. He saw my U.S. Open towel on my bag. What are your tips for anybody who's thinking about going to a golf tournament, wants to go to one? What are your tips for them?
we'll figure out what day you want to go.
Okay.
So revisit this last conversation we just had.
Yep.
In terms of prep, bring some chairs. Just bring some chairs. It kind of depends on, I guess, how much money you plan on spending too.
Okay.
I'd say let's start there. Let's go back. Let's rewind it. So start with your budget. How much are we going to spend? How much are we going to spend in the pro shop? Are we going to do an upgraded ticket so we can get a seat in a nice little spot with some exclusive stuff, private bathroom, stuff like that? Or are we going to thug it out and keep it cost effective? If you're going to keep it cost effective, bring the chairs. Bring the chairs, bring a water bottle so you can refill your water bottle so you don't have to keep buying water. Honestly, if you're going cost effective, get one drink because the drinks will run you dry. I mean, you're drinking all day because assuming you'd be there lots and lots of hours to see so many people.
Yeah.
And spending money like that just goes so fast.
Yeah.
So be mindful of that. Bring a couple of snacks. You can bring some in there. Don't go overboard.
So you're saying you can or you can sneak some in? I just want you to be fully transparent with the people.
Sneak.
Yeah, because you're not allowed to bring food in most tournaments. So.
Sure, but you can do that. And yeah, post up, walk around, get into some free grandstands, and yeah, I don't know. I mean, personally, I think next time we go, we should consider doing the upgraded ticket first.
Yeah, I mean, it really just kind of depends on what options they got. So I'm with you on considering the alternative ticket options. Like, really look at maybe spending a little more money if they do got some good options that you think are worth it. And I think anything that has a view of a hole and some like seating, and if it's covered, that's already a big plus. And then of course if they offer like some premium drinks and food and stuff like that, that's cool too. Also depends on your money situation, like you were just saying. Like if you are trying to save money, absolutely bring a water bottle, bring your chairs, eat a big breakfast beforehand. Like that's what I would say. Like just eat a big breakfast, then go. So maybe you only gotta have one meal there. But I think I agree with everything else you said. So yeah, we love going to the tournament. It's good to see the pro golfers up close and personal, but it can get expensive. It can get expensive. So you definitely want. I mean, us is like when I go to the pro shop, like I definitely want to spend some money in the pro shop. And next time I'm gonna just be more conscious of bringing a chair, or at least looking at some of the seating options beforehand. Because
and we're not drinking.
Yeah, after the first few, no, I'm a drink. I might have to cop me like a little flask or something and put in my drawers or something like that. We gotta get real creative because I'm not gonna not drink. I mean,
I can't
I'm
continue to buy $6.
Yeah, it's like I can't
beers every hour.
$6. That's a steal. They're gonna be eight. They're gonna be eight. No, they're gonna be 11.
They were not 11.
They're gonna be 11, and the seltzer gonna be $12.50.
You're right, Alex. The seltzer
damn
was
seltzer $12.50.
Why is a White Claw $12.50?
I don't even want to show y'all my credit card statement. Matter of fact, here you go. Right here you go. Just crazy. All them charges. But yeah, man. We had a good time though, right?
We did have a good time.
So shout out to the good people at Pinehurst, man. Go to a golf tournament. What's our next tournament?
I don't know.
Tour Championship? ATL?
No.
ATL Jacob?
No.
I got to go look at the tickets, man. We going to the St. Jude?
Yes. When is that?
Bruh, it's one or the other. We either going to the St. Jude or we going to the Tour Championship.
I said no to the tour.
Oh.
I just said no twice. I said no.
Why you don't want to go there?
Because we already went there.
We already been to St. Jude.
I ain't been there.
I've been.
I went on a practice round.
Yeah, but I've been. I went with my dad.
That's you. That ain't us.
We are one. We are one. We'll decide. We'll keep y'all updated, man. All right, man. Golf is hard segment. But going to a tournament is not hard. Just buy the ticket, pull up. Okay, better together. Wow, man, I got a great topic today. I don't even know if you're gonna think this is great. I think it's good though.
What is the topic?
Okay, so me and you are obviously in a life partnership.
Mm-hmm.
If things were to go awry, let's talk about our friends and our relationships with each other's friends.
Okay.
Where does that go? Like, if we break up, what do you expect from your friends towards me? Let's just start with that question. So, like, you have a set of friends.
Mm-hmm.
If we break up, are they just supposed to cut me off? Like, are they not supposed to speak with me at all?
It depends on how I feel toward you. And I would obviously express that to my friends.
Okay.
You know, if there's no ill will, if we didn't fall out on bad terms, then.
Now, when you say fall out on bad terms, what would be some examples of falling out on bad terms?
I mean,
outside of like domestic abuse, like outside of me whooping your ass.
I'm just.
What are some other things? Like, or is that it?
You know, malicious intent of some stuff. I
like
don't know.
Like, for example, I mean, you got to give me something.
I don't know.
Like, it's just cheating. Like, if I get caught cheating with another woman, is that malicious?
No, I'm thinking more like, you know, you messing up stuff at my job. You know, like crazy stuff.
Okay, so just wild stuff.
Yeah, like wild stuff. I think there's a lot that I can move past and be amicable with, because life's too short to just, you know, be holding on and harboring all that negative energy. And
sure.
So I think it would depend obviously on how I'm feeling toward you. And if I'm feeling all right, you know, like y'all can do whatever. And your birthday, happy birthday. I mean, they don't talk to you like as is anyway.
You don't know how often they talk to me.
You know, good point.
I'm going to keep it 100.
Whatever.
So they could wish me happy birthday.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if I hit them up like, hey, you know, such and such, like let's let's catch up. No,
what you doing that for?
I'm giving you a scenario.
What you doing that
Brittany,
for?
let me finish my scenario. If I hit one of them up and I'm like, hey, like, you know, like I'm in Atlanta, hey, I'm in town, like, let's catch up, let's get dinner. If I hit Nay up and say, let's get dinner, and we done broke up, can she go to dinner with me?
Janae is a grown-ass woman, so she can do whatever the hell she wants
Brittany,
to do.
You know what I'm asking you. How would you, are you going to be 100% okay? Is there not going to be no negative energy towards me and her going to dinner?
I don't know. It depends on how I'm feeling. But if everything is fine, if everything is fine, everything's okay, then no, I'm not going to be mad at Nay if you hit her up and she agrees to go to dinner.
So let me clarify if everything fine. So we have, obviously, like, it would be like we divorced.
Yes.
And, you know, it was strictly because, like, bro, we just grew apart, bro. Like, you know, it just didn't work out. And that, like, that's it. Like, it wasn't no cheating. It wasn't nothing crazy. So it just happens that way. Obviously, let me not even say obviously. Let me just say, in this scenario, me and you, we're not like friends. You know what I mean? Like, we not like, we, you know, because on some Trey Songz, you know, we fell too deep in love. Now we can't be friends. So that's the situation. I'm in Atlanta. Nay, let's go get brunch. We go get brunch. It's on my story. You see my story on Instagram. You feel zero way?
I mean, I would think it's a little, if we're not talking at all, like we're not
wishing
each other happy
talking.
Birthday. Are we wishing each other happy birthday?
Maybe. Maybe.
Holidays, checking in every now and then. If I see something else, like how's your family?
I mean, I know you ain't had an ex in a while, but like, it's how you treat any ex that it wasn't no bad blood, but y'all obviously, it's like y'all not friends, so we don't have children, so it ain't like we got to be keeping up with each other. Like, we're not together.
Yeah.
Like, so we're not talking.
I don't know. It depends on I mean, I don't think that I would feel a type of way. It's obviously weird when we bring up this scenario, because you're like, you know, I would just hit her up and be like, let's go to brunch. I guess you would have to be having a conversation.
Yeah, I'm in Atlanta. Yeah, and nothing has changed between me and her.
Sure. And if nothing has stopped at all there, then okay, you know, that's fine. And obviously, like, again, I feel like she would be feeding off of my energy. You know, she ain't got to do a damn thing, but I just feel like I would obviously make my stance towards you. So
you would kind of let your friends know, like, bro, this is how we feel about Alex.
It's because I think I know how my friends feel about you.
Because
I know how they feel about me.
How they feel about me.
So if I have an issue, I just feel like, you know, they might.
How do they feel? Are they into me?
aligned with how I would feel, or not have an opinion at all, but still not be buddy enough to want to go to brunch. Does that make sense? I feel like I'm
But if
making
I
sense.
invite you to brunch, I mean, we ain't got to be buddy.
The answer could still be no.
AC just invited you to brunch.
An
This is a big deal.
An invitation has a yes or a no.
This like brunch with Alex or $500,000. This is one of those type of situations.
I can't.
So
I can't.
I would think I could go to brunch with. First of all, I had a relationship with Janae prior to our relationship. Not like we was like best friends, but we had a relationship. So I would hope we can go to brunch even if me and you broke up.
Okay.
But I could see if we didn't. But I'm just curious to know how you would feel.
Well, as of now, I don't think, as long as nothing crazy happened, I don't think I would feel away.
Now I just want to make it clear on my side. It don't matter what happened. I'm telling everybody who cool with me, we cutting Brittany off.
Why? That's so weird, right?
We cutting her off.
Why?
It's because that's dead.
Why?
Me and her dead, so like y'all dead.
Why?
Because I don't.
Does that apply to family too? Would you tell your family to not mess with me? Because I like your family.
Yeah, I would tell them.
And you think they would follow that?
Yeah, if I told them.
That's crazy. But why would you do that?
Because I messed up one time and didn't tell them.
Okay, 20 years ago or however long that was.
We're not going to make the same. Fool me once, shame on. Look, you can't get fooled again, okay? And family, I don't know. I mean, I don't see what they would need to do. Once again, if we don't got kids, it's like, bro, like cut it off.
It ain't like we talking
But my
every
homies
week.
though, nah, y'all. Let me find out y'all talking to Brittany in any capacity.
Happy birthday! Oh my God.
Nah, let me find out. But I guess if we don't got bad blood, I guess it's fine. But I don't want that though.
It's like you're imagining that it would be happening all the time. It's not that it's
No,
going to be happening.
I'm
it's
talking
just
about
if
same.
it did happen,
I'm talking about same scenario. Brittany come in town. Yo, Randy.
Oh my God.
Okay, I
can't say hello
I got a
to
good friend, Randy, and let's say Brittany moves. She come into town where we live right now and say, Randy, let's get brunch. Randy need to say, hey, Britt.
That is wild.
Now, this is what I don't want him to do. I don't want him to be like, yo, like, I can't do this because I just want him to be like, man, would love to, but busy.
Oh, my God. That's trifling.
Bro, you got to stand by your folks, bro.
That's trifling. Your folks are grown, they have their own minds and own opinions.
First of all, you met Randy through me, and you ain't never hung with Randy without me. So that's another thing.
You ain't never hung with Janae before. Oh my God! You mean when we were in high school? Do you mean when we were in high school?
It's not my fault. We've been dating since high school. It's not my fault. Like
oh my God!
It's not my fault. We've been dating since high school.
We're just bringing things that happened in high school. We're bringing things that happened pre-2012 or in 2012. That's crazy.
It's not my fault. We've been dating since high school. Like
that's
It ain't like I want to do that, but that's our deal. So if we was cool before then, that's fine. But also, even beyond that, I didn't hang out with Janae. Without you. You ain't never hung with Randy without me. Ever. Ever. And nobody who you done did that, it's a wrap. And let me find out y'all talking to my ex-wife, bro.
You do.
Let me find out.
Get it off.
I'm going to start talking to y'all ex-girls.
Get the hate out your heart.
And I'll do it.
Because that's hate.
I'll do it.
That's hate.
I asked about another friend of ours and they ex. I asked the same people talk to me how they feel about this person. Just interesting stuff I cannot say on this camera. But that was brought up. I thought that was an interesting conversation because I would hope that if we're on good terms, I think it really does nail down to the relationship prior. So like how my relationship with your friends prior. Like, and unfortunately for you, I've got a relationship with all your friends prior to you.
That's not true.
That's true.
That's not true.
No matter what anybody says.
That's not true.
Because folks be claiming we wasn't cool. Even you claim we ain't know each other before we started dating. But, we did. That's how you even knew who the hell I was.
Because we didn't.
So, all your friends. Except maybe a couple. But nah, like Jordan, nah. You ain't talking to Brittany, bro. It's a wrap. You can talk to Taylor, though. You can talk to her. Let me find Jordan. He can't come on the FaceTime. If you and Taylor FaceTime, he can't come on the FaceTime and say, "Hey, Brittany."
That is trifling.
Let me find out he did.
That's trifling. I can't ask how Yuri doing.
Cutting
How
them
jobs
off.
going.
Cutting them all. You can't even talk to Yuri because you ain't know Yuri without me.
This is crazy.
Okay. But yeah, that's all I had. I got some other stuff maybe later, man. Something like, what's something our relationship has taught you? Is that a good topic? Should I put a strike mark through that? I got another one that says, do you think we handle conflict well?
Put a strike.
Damn, you can't even have no real talk on this pod. You got to talk
getting
about
too personal. Listen, y'all, I
You
can't let
can't
y'all
even
in
have
my
no real
business like
talk.
that.
Damn, that's what the people want to see, though. They want to know the real Acee and Britt. How we maneuver through this thing called marriage. Even though we on the brink right now.
We're still so
Britt
early.
Just don't know.
In the grand scheme of things, 5 years ain't shit, you know?
I've heard that you got to get past 7. I heard that 3 is the first and then 7 is the next one. And if you can get past 7, then you can definitely make it forever. Not to say it's going to be forever. Obviously, we know people who get past 7 and don't make it. But I hear that 7 is a pivotal year. I just think the difference for us is we've been together for 12 now. It'll be 13 this year. So that's interesting. But I'm still rocking with you. I hope you're still rocking with me.
I feel like I told somebody 10. What did I tell 10?
10 ain't too, that ain't too far off.
13 and 10 are two different numbers, and I don't know where I got 10 from. That's my bad. Whoever I told that to, I'm so sorry. I lied to you. I just straight up lied. My bad.
It's not a lie if you didn't intentionally lie. It's just you were mistaken. You were just mistaken. Okay. But no, I appreciate you indulging and appreciate everybody for tuning in for the back 9, man. Whole 10. Great talking with you. Next week, I want to talk to my golfers who have started to play golf and you're getting a little frustrated because you want to break a certain number, but you know, you're struggling. I got some tips for you that's going to take you over the top. And me and Britt going to continue to break down this lifetime partnership that I'm looking for some loopholes to get out of. So yeah, and really the rest of this round is just gonna be gauging like
the disrespect is
crazy. It's gonna be gauging like okay, if we break up, what are the lines? So today was like, okay, what's the line on your close friends? Now I know that I can get in there. So if you're a close friend of Brittany, just know if we break up, you know, I might hit you when I'm in town.
You know, I'm just not
I might
a
hit
horrible
you.
person.
I might hit you. Hopefully I've impressed you so far that you'll respond and not be riding with Brittany. Brittany is
Thank you guys so much
not somebody you want to ride with.
For tuning in to another episode of That's Hard Golf.
I'm somebody you want on your side.
And we will see you next week.
I'm somebody you want on your side.
Y'all be good.
Holla.
Peace.